Hello YouTubers, this is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and I am back with another pick a card reading. Today's question is... What is today's question? How can you draw more money to you? What can you do to draw more money to you? Alright, deck number 1 is Love Bewitching. Deck number 2 is Rich Witch. Which is appropriate, isn't it? Deck number 3 is Better Business Oil. So, if you need a minute, you can pause the video, and I'll be here when you get back. 1, 2, and 3. While you are choosing your pile, I will say that I'm doing personal readings. You can contact me through email. It'll take about 2 days to get it right now, in July 2019. I also sell these oils in my shop on eBay. I also sell crystals and other wonderful things. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, and donate, and comment. All of those things help me to stay motivated and make more videos. So, 1, 2, and 3, we're going to use the large cards today. You can pause. I'll be here when you get back. Alright, but we're going to start with number 1. Number 1 is the Good Tarot. I think I'm going to put links to these cards below if you want to get a copy for yourself. So, love drawing, or love bewitching, sorry. What can you do to draw more money to you? How can you draw more money to you? Please remember, these are not personal readings and will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. That one was sticking up. No big deal. Nothing went wrong. It just means the message is for someone else today. If you need a personal reading that only resonates with you, I do those through Instant Go and email. And that one wants to come out too. That's pretty much the only way to get a reading that resonates with only you, if these don't resonate with you. What can you do to draw more money into you? I think I'm going to still draw 3 cards. I'm going to put those up there. Three of Earth. Card of Work. Card that indicates some of you might be models, or some of you might have the potential to be a model. Look at this. She's posing for the camera. I feel like maybe you should look into modeling. Even if you feel like, oh, I can't do it, I'm not pretty enough, doesn't matter. Look into it, see, maybe you might be able to find something that you didn't expect. You know, you might like it too. But others of you who are like, I'm not doing that at all. This is the Card of Work. So the underlying message for those of you who don't want to be a model is to kind of... You might also need to look in a different place for work. She's got her hand up. It looks like she's got binoculars over her eyes. So you might need to look in a different place for work that you might enjoy more or that pays more. The 2 cards that flopped out, this one came out reversed. It's the 4 of Earth. You might need to let go of what you got. But don't do it before you have another job lined up. So I feel like if you have a job right now, this is the card. When upright, it reads as somebody holding on too tightly to stuff. They've got their hands full, so they can't get anything else. So you might need to let go of what you've got right now so that you can allow something else in. And you also, first of those of you who are potential models, you got to be courageous. You got to go out there and, I don't know, what do you do? Do you audition? Or do you just like go in and look at you and say, oh, you're cute, let's work with you? I don't know what you do when you go into model. But you also might want to look into acting. These people look very theatrical to me. This lady right here, this reminds me of Narnia. With the little girl and Aslan, the lion. you might need to be strong and courageous and do something, like step outside the box. You definitely need to be strong and courageous to let go of what you've already got. But again, not before you already have something else lined up. I don't want you guys to be out there, quitting your job before you've lined up some security and a different way to make money. The Hermit, Knight of Earth, and the the Six of Water. Somebody from your past might actually help you find. This is a card from nostalgia. Things from the past, childhood. Like if you've got childhood friends that are now successful and they've got, businesses or whatever, you might want to talk to them about maybe working with them. This is not a Pentacles. It can also indicate an entrepreneur. So if you know entrepreneurs, you might want to be courageous and reach out to them and say, look, do you have anything that I can do for you? Can I work for you? Like, do you have anything open? Especially if you've got photographer friends or friends that work in the entertainment industry. And then here's the Hermit. You might have behaviors you have to let go of so that you can draw more money to you. Behaviors like staying at home and not really doing anything. Some of you might go home and intend to apply for jobs and then not actually do it. So you have to kind of come out of hermit mode. For some of you, you have to go into hermit mode to focus on your money for a little while. So if you're going out a lot, that might be the behavior you have to let go of. Because if you're going out, you're probably spending money. If you're spending money, then you're not, saving money. Not saving as much as you could. If you are saving money, you might have to also go within yourself and really weigh your options. Make a budget. Look at what's going on, but to draw more money to you. This is a card of work. Some of you might have to go out and apply for modeling jobs, acting jobs, maybe a second part-time job. Ultimately, though, it's basically putting in the work to get where you want to go. So decide on an amount that you want or need, and then figure out what it is that you need to do to get that amount of money, because you definitely can do it. This is a card of having everything you want and need. You might need to reach back into your past to reach out to people that you went to school with, or people that you were friends with in the past, or people that you've known since childhood, and just talk to them a little bit and say, look, what's going on? Do you have anything that I can do for money? And you also have to, when you decide what it is, after you've gone inside and you decide what it is that you need to make those things happen, you have to kind of let go of the behaviors that are not serving you, not serving your goals. And this does take a large degree of courage, because you could just stay in the same energy and continue down the same path that you're on. Oh yeah, and some of you might also need to go ahead and open that business. But you can stay on the path that you're on and continue down this road and not really reach your goals. What fun is that? You can continue not to change and, continue going out and spending money on certain things. Or you can just have the courage to become someone else, because that's kind of what happens when you really go within. You might need to do some meditation and make a plan, and you have to also have the courage to stay on yourself and make that plan and keep that plan going. And you're gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes. You might fall off the wagon, but you gotta get back on again. So to make more money for you guys, have courage, let go of behaviors that are keeping you away from the money that you want, make a plan, and make connections, and either go out and apply for those modeling jobs, or work on the plan that you made. So I hope that made sense to you guys. I didn't just say, oh, go out there and get another job. I was basically like, you got to make a plan first. Decide what it is that you actually want, and then go out there. And if it is a job, job. If it's not a job, make your plan and start your business or whatever it is. You could also do a YouTube channel, or become an Instagram person and get endorsements and sponsors and stuff like that. Maybe that's also being a model, but maybe not necessarily the kind of model that you automatically think of when you think of model. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, and donate. All of those things help me to stay motivated to make more videos. If you need awesome oils and crystals, you can pop over to my eBay shop and go from there. And don't forget, you can contact me for a reading. Deck number 2. Rich Witch. What can you do to attract more money to you? How can you attract more money to you? How can a seeker attract more money to themselves? I don't know if somebody's a cobbler, or if they had a cobbler who was in the family. She might be good at cobbling, which I think is just making shoes. Lots of people would pay you lots of money to fix up their expensive shoes, or make them a pair of shoes that fits them. Is this upside down? What in the world? Are some of these upside down? What in the world really happened here? Oh no. Huh. Oh, maybe this one is just not right. Okay. Sorry about that. Please remember, these are not personal readings and will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. No big deal. Nothing bad happened. It just means the message is for somebody else today. If you need a personal reading that only resonates with you, you can contact me through email, and I'll get right on that for ya. So the question is, how can you draw more money to yourself? What can you do to draw more money? Somebody out there might be writing, might be good at writing. Okay, so I'm getting 2 messages. Somebody out there is good at, or should consider a trade that they can apprentice in and then do, like, start their own business. And somebody out there is very good at writing and should finish that book, start that blog. Just, you can freelance as a writer. Yay! Today is the freaking day of the freaking Hierophant. The Hierophant has come out like twice. Nope. Like 4 times. Knight of Wata. This, I feel like, indicates a romance novel or a novella or, just a romance comic. It says, the Knight of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Clarity work. Charity work. Underlying energy. Somebody out there is writing a book. And you might be experiencing writer's block. Too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. You also might be feeling like you can't write your book because you don't have enough time. You can go... Well, I wouldn't say ghostwrite. But you can... Well, somebody actually could be a ghostwriter. You could ghostwrite things for other people. You could ghostwrite things for big businesses or big name people or whatever. But anyway, somebody out there is feeling like they can't get their goals met because they are working too much. They've got too much stuff going on. There's a card of burden and having like too much stuff on your back. Maybe you're in too much debt, so you can't leave your current job. I don't recommend that you leave your current job without another something lined up, honestly. But somebody out there can do a part-time freelancing situation where you basically just, work on your own time. And I have some of those resources on my other channel, Work at Home Maiden on YouTube. Those are all about working from home, but there are some freelance opportunities there. Now, this might be a job. The Hierophant, Archangel Sandalphon. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. You might have somebody in your group that already knows about writing, or somebody that already knows about whatever it is that you want to do. And you might just have to reach out to them and, connect with them. That's not the word I was looking for. It's when you go out and network. You might need to network with some people. And, see what they know. Get with people who want to do what you want to do. Get with people who already have done what you want to do. That right there is basically this pile. For the writers. Get with somebody who has already written a book and published it, and they're making, money now. Get with them. Talk to them. See what they've got going on. And then kind of follow their example in your own way. Somebody else might have the opportunity to get a promotion in whatever conventional work that you are doing. You might actually hear about or know about the opportunity to get a promotion in your current field. You're coming into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So you might actually be able to get a new contract where you actually work. Or if you are a person who is currently looking for another job or a part-time job, you can be a contractor. You can do stuff like Postmates, Uber. If you don't have a car, you can go online and do stuff like rev.com, where you're a contractor and you can work wherever you want to, whenever you want to, not wherever, whenever you want to, and make money like that. But this definitely looks like networking. To make more money in whatever you want to do. You can network with people, and then you might find, this might also indicate a person, you might find that certain person who will help you make your dream come true, make whatever it is that you are trying to make happen so you can make that money. If you're looking for a field to go in, you might want to be a psychologist. Because psychologists help people to release their burdens. Help them to feel better and get better and release whatever is holding them down. Somebody also might... Somebody out there might also want or need to or should start a YouTube channel with their philosophical ponderings. I can see all of these different religious things on here. There's the cross, the Star of David. There's some other things on here there's an ankh. There's a bunch of different stuff on here. Different religions, different thoughts, different ideologies, and things like that. You might just be able to build a channel or a blog around that stuff. People will watch stuff like that, There's a place in this world for everybody. But anyway, what I'm getting the most for you guys is that you might want to network. You might want to go to the networking events. There are sites like meetup.com, where there are people in cities who have groups of people who get together and do certain things. So especially if you want to write a book. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time talking today. Especially if you want to write a book, you can go to one of those meetups and find people who've already done it, or people who are doing the same thing you're doing, and then you can get together and, you know, have a better idea about how to get from where you are to where you want to be. So how can you make more money? You can network and reach out to people. You can also look out for contracting jobs. You can also watch out for the potential for promotion. Watch out for an opening for promotion in your current field so that you can move up. But you gotta get moving. You gotta get shaking. You gotta go on. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, and donate. All of those things help me to make more videos in the future for you guys. Don't forget to comment. And if you need a personal reading, you can contact me through my email, which is down there somewhere. I will see you guys in the next video. That's all for now. So, Better Business Oil. How can you make more money? How can you draw more money to you? Please remember, these are not personal readings and will not resonate with everyone. If you need a reading that only resonates with me, you can contact me through email. And you can probably get your reading in about 2 days right now, because I'm all caught up. This is July 2019. This minute. But this reading is evergreen. It's always going to be timeless, because it's always going to be relevant to when you find out. Okay, so the bottom of the deck, Sacrifice, the Hanged Man, Partnerships and Alliances, Crown Chakra, Heartbreak and Loss, and the Waiting Game. This might actually take some patience, and you might also have to be creative about going about finding your prosperity. And this is the Crown Chakra. This one is the one that's at the top of your head, so I associated with your head thoughts, the divine, things that you things that come from your head. So basically, your creativity, your thoughts. You might be one that would be good at starting a blog. You might be one that's good at finding a blog that you can write for. This Heartache and Loss card is strangely here. You might actually be able to... I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because of the way the thought came into my head. You might be able to turn your heartache and loss into money. You might be able to write a story for like chicken noodle soup for the soul and sell it to them, or something like that. You might be able to take whatever pain you might have had in your life and turn it into money with this Heartache and Loss card right here. And the reason why I was giggling a little bit was because I was going to clarify the card, but then the clarification came into my mind like it would smack me upside the head there. So, you might be able to partner with somebody to turn your heartache and loss into cash. And this might take a little bit of time to do. Well, this is the Waiting Game. This is the Two of Wands. You might be able to do this over the internet. On the original card, there's a man standing on a balcony looking out over the sea, and he's got the world in his hand. He's got one pole on this side, and then he's got another pole on the other side. So he's got the world in his hand. He's holding on to the other pole. So you might be able to connect with people over the internet regarding something, some kind of heartache and loss in your life. And you might even be able to like write it in a way that's funny. It's like one of those things that you can look back on now and realize that, you know, you can laugh at it now. And this is the Hanged Man. This is about perspective. It can also be about sacrifice, but this, I'm feeling, is about you writing something or relaying your experience from your perspective, using your creativity. You got the 2 and the 3 of Wands here. I'm getting very strongly that whatever you've gone through, you can turn that story into money. And it might take you a little bit of time, but I feel like you can find somebody who you can partner with that will, you know, take your advice or use you as an advisor or take your story and help you turn it into money. Especially since you might actually have a very, very unique perspective on a certain thing. Maybe illness or a certain situation. And you can be very successful at this. And you, I feel like, are already a creative person. So even if you don't want to use your own personal loss, you can use someone else's to maybe write a story or some kind of be an advisor to somebody, write a blog. Interesting that's basically what I'm getting. Use your own personal perspective and your creativity to either help other people or use your personal experience to partner with somebody to start growing. Basically plant a seed with your creativity and your perspective. Find some people that can help you get where you want to go. Use your personal experience and then your creativity to make this all come together into something that can help you make money. I hope that made some sense to you guys. That was very short because I think the way that information came into my mind was, it was like, here, there you go. Give it to them. They'll be able to use it. And I saw this at the bottom of the deck. Material and spiritual prosperity. You can definitely make, you know, buku money here if you want to. You just kind of have to be creative about it. I didn't want to say, oh, go get a job on all of these. So if that is missing and you're like, well, you know, you could have just said, do this, that, and the fourth and get a job. Get this job. No. I wanted to be more, not more general, but more open-ended, so people who aren't like, oh, I'm just going to get a job will be like, oh, okay, well, then I can use my creativity to make this happen. So, I hope that resonated with you, and if it did, please comment below. If it didn't, you can also say, hey, that didn't resonate, and that's okay. If you're not being a jerk, that's fine. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, and donate. All those things help me stay motivated to make you guys more videos in the future. Pop over to my shop. Hey. See what awesome crystals and oils and things that I've got over there. I will see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta, 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 ta-ta for now.